By this point, you should have evaluated last year, evaluated where you went, how it went, and all of that. So you should have evaluated last year and been making notes for things you want to accomplish over the summer, or you know, what things you're pushing to next fall for those lesson blocks. So you want to have already done that. You want to also evaluate yourself. Ask yourself, how did you do this year? How did you, how did you hold rhythm? Did you hold the space? Did you keep lessons going? Like all of those things, all of the things. And if not, then it's time to take stock and go, okay, what do I need to do to make sure that I'm doing it next year? Here's a tip. Join Thinking, Feeling, Willing. Join that and do Planning for Peace. Every single parent that came to me late last year, every single one that came to me going, oh, Melissa, I'm so sorry, I'm joining late, or they just joined Thinking, Feeling, Willing late, and they came to Waldorf late. And by late, I'm talking like later in the summer, like a week before school started. All of them have said to me, I am so glad I am starting on time this year. You don't want to save it all. And I'm not like playing in the fear place, because I don't believe in motivating by fear. But what I do believe in is sort of giving you a little bit of a reality check. The time you spend planning now is going to make you so much happier come November, come February, come like all those times when you get up and you're like, crap, I didn't get a lesson together last night. This is going to save your bacon, because it's all going to be done. Okay, so you've done your evaluations. Back to that. You have hopefully also evaluated family process things like family council, making sure you have a menu. Gosh, Melissa, why is that so important? So menus are important, so you know what you're eating. People that know what they're eating have a lot fewer fights, arguments, and meltdowns. When children know that they can count on what's happening at dinner time instead of you running around, they're not so anxious. Telling ya, they're not so anxious. So I also think that by this time, you've at least got any family, like any major things that are happening this year, this next year, you've got them jotted down, the ones that you know of. Of course, you can't predict everything, and I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal, and I know we're going to have some trips come up that are not on my calendar yet, but the ones that I do know about, the disruptions that I do know about to our rhythm are already written out. I already know where they are so that I can plan around those. So you've already done all of that. And also, I think it's a good idea to at least jot down your major festivals that you're going to be celebrating as a family, even if you are not, you're not sure about everything you're going to do. But you know where they are. You know which ones you're excited about, and you've got those laid out. So you've got all that done. Also, by now, I think it's very important that you have your blocks laid out, completely laid out. So you're making notes, you've got your book list for every block. I mean, the lovely thing is our Planning for Peace journal has a spot for book lists now. And, I write down the time frame that I'm showing this, but it's backwards for everybody. So I write down the time frame that I'm going to study the block, what concepts to cover. And people say to me, Melissa, I'm using your curriculum, it's all laid out. Yes, you're welcome. But you still want to do this work. You still want to do this work. And one of the biggest reasons why you want to do this work is because you need to take it in. You need to ingest it. Just reading it on the page is not enough. Take the time to take it in, ingest it, write your notes, get all of those things in place, all of those blocks together. So by now you should have your blocks together. You should at least your layout, your sort of overall picture. Like I said, books that you're going to be using for that block, field trips that you're planning to go on, major concepts that you want to cover. Often there are things that I probably don't cover in our curriculum, or that you want to add in, or you want to go deeper. Totally fine. Make notes about it. That's what you're doing. You're doing that in your major block plan. And then the next step is to take that and break that down into weekly segments. Take some time on that day, and even if it's just an hour. Most people that, that live in the United States, that take that day off, you've got somebody else in your house that can watch your kids that day. Take an hour and just sit down with a Planning for Peace journal or with a notebook and write out those block plans so that you at least have them. Because what happens when we write them out is then you're going, oh, okay, botany. Here are the main topics that I know I'm covering in botany. And then you can it starts the wheels going. So then as you're doing other things in life, you go, oh yeah, that would be great for botany, and you pull that in. Oh yeah, that would be great for North Smith, and you pull that in. Oh, you see that your favorite book or the book that you want is on sale on Amazon or on sale at the bookstore that you go to. You grab it and you pick it up, but you only can do that if you know what you're teaching. So you've got to get to the place. Remember, teacher's plan. So you've got to get to the place where you are in that spot of like being very fluent about all of the blocks that you're teaching. And you can easily pull in different resources. And so I would be, like I said, all blocks planned. You want to sort of be in this place of like breaking it down by now. You've got the block plan all laid out and you're gonna get ready to break it down. Why do I do this? Well, some people are starting school in August. I don't know why y'all do that. I don't know why you do that. I know a lot of school systems start in August. I do not start in August. I do not start when the school starts. Do not start when everybody else starts. So if you are trying to think about like your start date and you're, oh, we'll just start when school starts, don't do that. Start when you want to start. Start when you're excited about starting. One of the reasons we don't start when school starts around here is because I want to go have fun in San Diego after all the people have left.